Let's go off to Portugal next. A whole host of big names playing in a Sir Bobby Robson golf weekend. Let's join Pete Grace. Pete.
Thank you very much. Welcome back here. Villa Sol in Portugal, the Bobby Robson golf weekend. I'm delighted to say I'm joined by the Premier League's all-time leading goal scorer, Premier League winner as well, Newcastle United's all-time leading goal scorer as well, England legend. Hopefully I've named them all. Alan Shearer, of course. Alan, great to see you. How's your golf?
It's not too bad. I hope I'm not speaking too early before I hit this first tee shot, but it's been all right anyway.
And look, it's a fantastic occasion this year. Sir Bobby Robson golf weekend's been going a long time, and it continues to this day. It's great to see so many familiar faces. So much I want to talk to you about, but I'm aware that you've got to tee off, so let's get straight into it. You are the Premier League's all-time leading goal scorer. Harry Kane, 77 behind now, I think. You keeping one eye on that, or do you hope that he goes past you? I mean, what's your thoughts?
It'll go one day, and he's got a really good opportunity of doing it. I mean, injuries permitting, form, all of those things, but he's a fantastic player. I know he wants it, and I know he wants it badly. So, yeah, he's got a really good chance of doing it. I think he should go abroad.
About England as well. England have had a fantastic recent history in major tournaments, a semi-final and a final in the Euros. Some disappointing results in the Nations League recently. Some people questioning Gareth Southgate and so on, but he's got a bit of time in the bank, has he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with what he's done at the last two major tournaments, as you mentioned, a final and a semi-final, I think it was inevitable that there would have been a time where you go through a bit of a sticky patch. I think it was understandable, and the reasons why when you look deep into it. So yeah, he's got time on his side. He deserves that time. He deserves a bit of credit. And they'll come back bigger and better, I'm sure, and be ready for Qatar.
And one of my, well, without doubt, actually, my favourite transfer of all time was £50 million. Alan Shearer signs for Newcastle from Blackburn. But we've had a couple of big ones already in this window. Haaland to City, Nunez to Liverpool. I mean, those two sides just get better and better. Two
huge signings, two fantastic players. I'm certain both players will score a lot of goals in the Premier League. I'm certain both players will make their clubs better. Seen the bits of them in the Champions League, obviously, and yeah, the two fantastic players, and it's great for the Premier League that those clubs are able to attract that type of player, and I look forward to watching them a lot next season.
Fair on the rest. I mean, the two best teams have just got better.
Yeah, but that's what happens, isn't it? When they've been, I mean, they both had success last season, Liverpool and City. That's what they do. When you win things, you've got to go out and you've got to strengthen. And City wanted a forward last season when they tried to get Kane. They didn't get him. They've gone on and signed another huge player. Liverpool, obviously, with the turnover of Mane, had to bring someone big in to try and replace him, because he's been an unbelievable player for Liverpool. So they've tried to do that. So yeah, I look forward to watching them next season.
And I'm sure you'll be watching Newcastle closely as well. So far, Matty Targett, Nick Pope, and then last night they agreed deal for Sven Botman, who they've chased for a while. Thoughts on the window so far for Eddie Howe?
Yeah, been positive. Hopefully there's one or two more that can come in, but they've got to try and carry on the good work from last season. They might have made it more difficult for themselves because of what they did, and because of the expectations now, and also with the money that Newcastle have spent and hopefully can continue to spend to make them bigger and improve. So I'm looking forward to watching Newcastle, seeing them improve again. It was brilliant, the atmosphere at St James's Park the last few months of the season. It was like what it was many years ago when I was playing. It's amazing to see the city buzzing again and everyone talking about football. That's the way it should be, and long may that continue.
Realistic option finish for next season then? What should be the expectation?
Maybe the best of the rest in terms of can get into. I don't think we'll get into the top six. I don't think that's realistic. But certainly we'll challenge the likes of maybe West Ham and maybe Aston Villa, Leicester. That can battle and challenge for 7, 8, 9.
Alan, fantastic to speak to you. I'll let you go and tee off. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. Great to speak to Alan Shearer there. He is still some way out in front as the Premier League's leading goal scorer, but Harry Kane getting a little bit closer year on year.
Thanks very much, Pete. The Sir Bobby Robson Golf Weekend raises money for vulnerable children in Portugal. Sir Bobby became FC Porto manager in 1993, and this tournament continues now, hosted by his wife, Lady Elsie, and sons Mark and Andrew.